He took a long pull on the drink I'd poured from my office bottle. Behind my desk, I kept my face neutral and said nothing. Nervous people hate silence, so I knew eventually he'd start talking again. In the meantime, I studied him. About 60, thin and frail-looking, but with traces of a much larger, stronger man left in the set of his jaw and the way he sat up sharply each time he caught himself slumping. A soldier once, maybe even a high-ranking officer, now reduced to an errand boy. I took pity on him and broke the silence. "So what did the guys in the pointy hats have to say about it?" I asked. "I beg your pardon?" "The king's wizards." I'd only known 2 or 3 kings who didn't rely on wizards for decisions. Some couldn't put on their royal slippers without checking the stars' alignment, and rumor claimed that our own King Archibald, the ruler of Muscodia, had one who read the pattern of mucus in his handkerchief each time he sneezed. I'd heard that King Felix kept 3 wizards and a moon priestess on retainer for emergencies, and the disappearance of the princess certainly qualified. They're supposed to see the future. Didn't they see it coming? "They claim," he said without looking at me, "that the future is murky at this time and beyond their power to envision." "Convenient." "Yes. Their failure is one reason I've been sent to hire you." He shifted nervously in his chair. "We've had no demands for ransom, nor any threats if royal policy isn't changed, so I don't believe it was a politically motivated crime. Still, King Felix doesn't wish word to get out that his family is so, easily swayed, whether by force or, conversion. You can understand that, can't you?" "Would be kind of hard to hold your head up around all the other kings," I agreed. If he caught my sarcasm, he didn't mention it. He finally raised his eyes to mine and said, "Then I hope we can trust your discretion on this." "The royal we?" I asked, and this time the irony stuck. "This is a serious matter, Mr. LaCrosse." His voice grew stronger now that he wasn't talking about the exploits of sex-crazed 15-year-old princesses. "I was told that you understood these things and could be trusted." "Yeah?" I leaned back and laced my fingers together over my stomach, which seemed larger than the last time I'd done so. "Who by?" "Commander Bernard Teller of the Civil Security Force of Boscobel." I smiled. So Bernie made commander, huh? Bernie was no nonsense, tough as nails and way too honest to ever get promoted so high. If he had, then things in Boscobel had changed for the better. "Well, did he also tell you I get 25 gold pieces a day, plus expenses?" He produced a small pouch that jingled distinctively. "I have been instructed to give you 200 gold pieces now, with another 200 upon successful completion of the job." I leaned over and took the pouch, which was too heavy not to be genuine. Let's be clear on exactly what constitutes successful completion. "The return of the princess to her father." "Intact?" I pressed. We both knew what I meant. "In any condition. He just wants her back before anyone finds out about this." I opened the pouch and took out 50 of the small coins, then pushed the bag back across my desk to him. "I don't need the whole amount now, just enough for a couple of days' travel to the border to look for these guys you say she ran off with. Pay me the balance when she's back in her own canopied bed." He looked at me oddly for a moment, but didn't argue. As he stood, I asked suddenly, "So tell me, why'd she leave?" "I beg your pardon?" "Princess Lila. There must have been a reason. Spoiled rich girls don't usually go to that much trouble to get away from home." "As I told you." "You told me she ran off to get laid by some rough boys. In my experience, rich girls don't have much trouble with that, and they don't throw away their meal tickets just for a night of slap and tickle. So why'd she leave?" "The princess is headstrong, as was her late mother." He seemed to feel that this